Hi, I'm Leadership Development Coach Kathy Archer. I've been married for 27 years, and my husband and I have been through an incredible amount of stuff when I look back on our lives, both good and challenging at different times. We've raised 4 children. We have had a crazy amount of careers and jobs as I look back in the past. But all through that, we've learned to maintain a strong relationship. And I think that's one of the things that many people struggle with is as you go through leadership, we either find that we lean on our partners during those tough times or we push away from them during tough times. And let me tell you, I've done both. And when I've leaned into my marriage during tough times, it has made the journey much, much easier to bear. I said to my husband recently that I appreciate the fact that he's the one who sees me at my worst. He sees me when I'm crankiest, when I'm irritable, when I'm annoyed, when I'm angry. He sees me lose it. He sees me scared. He sees me depressed. He's the one who sees me at my worst. Pretty hard to build a strong relationship when that's what you get thrown. The truth is, though, that in our relationships, we let our guards down with those closest to us. We are most vulnerable with those closest to us, and that can be a challenging thing, but it can also be a good thing. And so we have to learn how to manage that. We have to learn how to be able to be vulnerable and share that with our spouses, but we also have to learn to then counteract that and work to build up those relationships so that we can allow ourselves to be at our worst and our best with our partners. So in order to do that, you have to be really intentional. You have to be clear that I recognize that at the end of the day, I don't have a lot of energy, that I am exhausted, that I am drained, and that's when my husband gets me. So work hard to find other times to build up your relationships and to be there for your partner as well. Here's one of the things that I've learned most recently, I think, that has helped over the years now that I look back, but as I move forward as well in building the strongest relationship I can with my husband. And that's that place of respect. I have to respect that I'm not the only one going through things. I'm not the only one challenged on a day-to-day basis. I'm not the only one that has a lot on my plate and has to juggle everything. So does my partner. And my guess is no matter where your partner works or what kind of career they have, that they also have a lot of things on their plate. And when we start with that place of respect, when we start with at the end of the day coming home and rather than dumping everything and rather than, throwing out our messes and sort of saying, I've had a hard day, you deal with it. When instead we can come at the place where, hey, how was your day today? And when we allow ourselves to listen to our partners, when we allow ourselves to be there for our partners, when we share in the challenges and things that we're going through, that's when we're able to build those relationships. Respect is critical, but so is shared workload. And in that, there's 2 things that you have to consider. One is ask for help. When you need help, reach out and ask your partner for help. And don't be afraid to do that. Don't do it like all the time and expect them to do everything, but be really clear when you need their help. Don't expect them to be mind readers. Don't expect them to sort of know that they should be doing things. Be absolutely clear. Can you do dishes today? I need 20 minutes to myself to unwind. Would you be able to stop on the way home and pick this up? Ask for help. At the same time, offer assistance when you can. Do what you can to be there for them. Recognize that they have bad days, that they are stretched and stressed as well. A good example of this, I think, is the other day, my husband and I had supper together, no kids around, just the 2 of us. We had sweet and sour meatballs. We were clearing the table. He's walking over with this dish of leftover sweet and sour meatballs, and for whatever reason, it slipped out of his hands and went everywhere. Literally, sweet and sour sauce up the side of my cupboards, all over the floor, onto the window. It was literally everywhere. And you could just see him just like the color drain out of him as I can imagine him going, oh my God, I don't know if I can handle cleaning this up. And I simply walked over to him. I took the dish out of his hand and I said, go outside. I got this. And he looked at me and said, should I take a picture for Facebook and say what not to do? I said, no. I said, go outside. I've got this. And it took me a little while, as you can imagine, cleaning that up. But I knew at that moment that was something I could offer him. That was something I could give him as a way of saying, hey, I support you in the challenges that you're going through in your work. I know that sometimes when you have a bad day, that you need somebody to clean up your messes for you too. And I'm here for you. The flip side of that is he's done that for me a tremendous amount of times. He constantly is there for me, encouraging me and supporting me as I grow my business, as I was challenged in my leadership when I was in an organization. And so it's a give and take. So respect your partner, be there for them, ask them for help, but give back to them when you have the strength and the reserves and the energies to do that. Together, you will get through your leadership in your life. Together, you will create the life that you dreamed of. Because here's the truth. In years to come, when the kids are gone and the job is done, my hope is that my husband and I are still there for each other. And in order for me to make that happen, in order for you to make that happen in your relationship, you have to work hard at it now. Put the energy and effort into building your relationships now so that you have them there for the long term.